The angle of repose is the steepest angle at which granular material can be piled up. If the angle that you actually measure is close to the angle of repose, then we'll know it's a fairly active, recent set of materials being deposited there. If the slope is much less than the angle of repose, we know it's going to be an old slope that has been modified either by weather or other extraneous conditions. So over here we have our little setup. It's just got a couple of rulers. They're in inches. The relative amount is only. The requirement could easily be done equally well in centimeters. And we actually have a little bit of a protractor here, but I've inverted it to see how steep the slope can be. Now we're going to look at the angle of repose with our fine grained sand material. Should be noticed you can do this experiment that we've set up with gravel and stones. You could do it with wheat, salt, flour, salt, sugar, any kind of granular material. And the angle that we're going to demonstrate is dependent on just how granular that material is. So we're going to start with our fine sand, and we're going to pour it here till we get to about 2 inches or so. So we're going to keep pouring and try and do it best uniform, but sometimes it comes out really fast and it doesn't matter. Because what will happen is that it will shift and move down. Alright, so here we are at 2 inches above it, and you can see that our cone of gravel goes out to about 3 inches. So we have a rise or height 2 and a run or radius of 3 inches. And if you look at that, it's about parallel to about 30 degrees or something. So let's keep going. And now we're going to go up and try and make a pile as high as 4 inches. Now, if it was completely stable, we could stack as much material as we want on top of the pile, but it's not. And the angle of repose means that as we try and go higher, this cone is going to expand out, even though I'm pouring the material in the same spot. So here we go, up to a height of 4 inches. So you can see that we have a really beautiful cone here. We're almost 4 inches high, not quite. And again, you can see that we're now out to 6 inches. So despite the fact that we've increased the volume of material here by a lot, the shape is about the same in that now the height is 4, but the radius is out to 6 inches. So we've still got the same angle at which the material can pile up, and we can't get it any steeper than that with our material. Now we're going to demonstrate that we can change the angle if the material is a lot more granular. Okay, so let's repeat the experiment with our gravel that we've sieved out. So we've got just the coarser stones. And remember, for the fine sand, at a rise over run of 2 to 3. So let's see how we go on this one. And we'll keep pouring it until we get a nice answer. You can actually see though that with the heavier gravel that it actually bounces a little bit further out, but the main cone shape is still present on our system. There you go, we see we have about 3 inches of height, and we're only going out to about 4 inches. So that has a ratio of rise, 3 inches to 4. We're actually steeper this time with the harder gravel. And that's because the grains now are interlocking more. It's much harder to move it down the slope, so we get a steeper slope. So let's verify that with our rocks from our old aquarium. Okay, so again, our previous experiment, we had a rise over run of 3 to 4. So let's how we go with our larger gravel here. and we have 3 inches high and 1, 2, 3 and maybe 3 3/4 out there. So almost getting towards 45 degrees, and here's your 45-degree line, a little bit shallower, maybe about 40 degrees. So you can see that we're increasing our angle. Alright, so one of the things though we're looking for is what are the causes to have the angle at which our pile of material is less than the angle of repose. So we said this is the maximum angle, but a lot of slopes will have angles less than the angle of repose, less than that 40 degrees or so. What can be it? Well, on Earth, it could be erosion. On asteroids is we don't probably have liquid water running around, but we do, and we don't have weathering because there's no atmosphere. But we do have is a history of impacts onto the surface. So if I was to be the big guy here and pretending that I'm an asteroid banging, or other rocks banging into my asteroid, what happens to my slope if I just tap it? You'll see that the slope is very unstable and quickly collapses. So instead of now having a height of 3 inches, I'm back down to about 1.5 inches or so, and so my slope now is very, very weak, and my rocks have actually spread out and pushed our backboard out a little bit. So if we look at the maps of our snowman craters, look at the slopes and see how you interpret which came first.